All right, let's dive into one of the most talked about cryptocurrencies out there, Shiba Inu. It's this wild mix of internet meme culture and, believe it or not, some pretty ambitious tech. Now, this coin gets people fired up, for sure. So the big question is it all just hype? Or is there actually something more to it? Let's get into it.
You know, this quote from someone in the community just nails it. The Shiba Inu phenomenon isn't some slow, gradual thing. Nope. It's more like a lightning strike that can just appear out of nowhere and completely change the game, catching pretty much everyone off guard.
So that's really the core question we're looking at today. What is the real story behind this explosive hype? We're going to dig into the crazy price predictions, the actual on-chain data that people use to back them up, and the grand vision that supporters are betting on. What's really fueling this fire?
To really get a handle on Shiba Inu, you have to start with the hype. I mean, it is the engine driving this whole train. So first things first, let's peel back that layer and look at the sensational claims that are grabbing all the headlines online.
If you spend any time on Twitter or Reddit or YouTube, well, you've seen it. The conversation around SHIB is just filled with these massive, sometimes extreme price targets. We're not talking about small percentage gains here. People are forecasting truly life-changing returns. And that kind of talk? It's magnetic. It creates this powerful feedback loop of excitement.
Okay, so let's get a little more specific. What numbers are actually being thrown around? Because it's not all just one big prediction. The forecasts really fall into a few different categories, from, data-driven analysis to just pure, ambitious moonshot thinking. So first, you have the more analytical take. Some machine learning algorithms, for instance, are forecasting a potential 160% rally. What they're doing is looking at historical charts, and they're pointing to this key price ceiling that SHIB has struggled to break through. The idea is if it can finally punch through that level, a really big upward move could be next. Then you've got a more conservative view coming from technical chart analysis. This one suggests a breakout trade might be setting up. For bullish investors who can time it right, this analysis points to a possible and very solid 30% gain. It's less dramatic, for sure, but still a pretty significant return. And then you have the moonshot, the big one, 1 cent. A really prominent crypto personality has famously put this target out there. Now, for SHIB to hit 1 cent, that would be a staggering nearly 100-fold increase from where it's been recently. This isn't just a prediction anymore. It has become a powerful rallying cry for the entire SHIB army. Okay, a big prediction is one thing, but what's it based on? Are these numbers just being pulled out of thin air? Well, if you ask the proponents, they'll tell you no. They're actually pointing to very specific trends that are happening right on the blockchain itself. So, let's follow the data. People who are bullish on SHIB point to 3 key on-chain metrics they believe are building serious momentum: a skyrocketing burn rate, a big surge in whale activity, and some really promising network growth. All right, first up, you absolutely have to understand this concept of the burn rate. Basically, it's a way to reduce the total supply of the coin. Tokens are sent to a dead wallet where they can never be accessed again. They're permanently removed from circulation. The theory is basic supply and demand. If you reduce the supply, the value of the tokens that are left should, in theory, go up. And the numbers here have been, well, just wild. Sources reported a jaw-dropping 78,000% surge in this burn rate in a single 48-hour period. That is a massive amount of tokens being taken off the table forever in a very, very short amount of time. Okay, the second key metric to watch is what the whales are doing. These are the big money players, right? Individuals or groups holding huge amounts of SHIB. Because they hold so much, their decision to buy or sell can create huge waves in the market. So everyone watches them very, very closely. And you can see this clear as day in the data. The volume of large transactions, we're talking trades over $100,000, spiked dramatically. It jumped from around $18 million to nearly $50 million in just a couple of days. That suggests the big money, the whales, were making some serious moves. And finally, there's network growth. The sources pointed to a 30% jump in the creation of new wallets over just a 2-day span. Now, this is a key indicator because it suggests a fresh wave of people are coming into the SHIB ecosystem for the very first time. New users, new interest. So beyond all the short-term charts and data, the long-term case for Shiba Inu is built on a much bigger idea.
It's about this evolution from being just a fun meme coin into a fully functional digital ecosystem that has real-world use and utility. And this roadmap is really crucial to the whole argument. Supporters don't just see a coin. They see this entire pathway to a complete digital economy. We're talking about launching Shibarium to make transactions faster and cheaper, building out DeFi services, creating a metaverse, and even integrating a whole family of other tokens. It's ambitious. And this brings us right to the central tension in the whole Shiba Inu story. It's this tug of war, right? On one side, you have this speculative hype, fueled by viral energy and social media buzz. And on the other, you have this push for real, tangible utility, something that's measured by actual project development and real use cases. The future of SHIB probably depends on how these two forces balance out. And that leaves us with a fascinating final thought that goes way beyond just this one coin. In this new digital age, where a powerful story can create billions of dollars of value all by itself, what actually matters more? Is it the story that captures our imagination, or is it the real technology that it's built on? That, right there, is the question at the heart of Shiba Inu's destiny. Thanks for tuning in.